What's up, gamers? How you doing? It's John. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new Nintendo World Championships NES Edition game for the Switch. This is the collector's edition one, the physical one, of course. Available digitally as well for $30 US. The physical one here, I believe, was $60 US, so twice as much. Definitely worth it if you can afford it and you're interested. I love that Nintendo is really supporting physical games. It's too bad, not going on a huge tangent here, but that Microsoft and Xbox are really starting to get rid of physical games for the Xbox. Nintendo, I think, is all for it, and hopefully that continues. I'm a huge fan of that. I love Nintendo for that. What this game is 150 challenges over 13 different games for the NES. I'm going to do an unboxing, of course. Here's the back. Really cool, the side art. I'm going to do an unboxing, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay, obviously, as well, later in the video. Before I do that, I do want to talk briefly about the history of the Nintendo World Championships. It's the OG esports tournament back in the day. 1990, Nintendo held championships, right? It included, of course, 3 games. Mario 1, Super Mario Brothers 1, Rad Racer 1, and Tetris. And it was over a certain amount of time. I think it was like over 6 minutes. And basically what would happen is anyone who scored the most in that round moved on to the finals, and the winner, the finals, won a Geo Metro. I believe there's some scholarship money they won, as well as they brought home a gold cart. Thor Auckland was the original winner of the 1990 tournament. I've got to know him over the years. He's been a guest at Game On Expo, which is a show I run in Phoenix. Really great guy. And the next tournament they did, Nintendo World Championships, was back 25 years later in 2015. It was held at regional Best Buys, and that was cool. And then 2017 was the last time they actually held a tournament for Nintendo World Championships, also held at Best Buy. And they haven't had one since 2017. So it's been a number of years since they've had a tournament. This, to my knowledge, isn't necessarily a tournament, right? It's not a situation where you're going and competing against others and there's like a prize per se, but you are competing against others online, which I think is awesome, but different, right? It's kind of a modern day version of this. I think they're kind of more using this as a label to sell copies. I can't say I don't blame them, to be honest with you, because it got me. I love this. This is pulling up my nostalgia heartstrings for sure. So let's do an unboxing real quick. So here's a box real quick. Got a nice embossed trophy here, which is great. The winner won a trophy as well. You got different characters on the cover here as well. You got Link and Samus. You got Excite Bike. I'm not sure if he has a name or not. By the way, I hope Nintendo brings back Excite Bike. It's been on years since Excite Bike. I think maybe Excite Bike 64 for the N64. It'd be awesome to see a new Excite Bike. Kid Icarus, Kirby, of course, Mario from Donkey Kong, Mario from 1. You got the balloon fight guys, Ice Climber, of course, Luigi from Mario 2. Can give you an idea of what games are included. On the back, it has some more screenshots. It's 150 plus challenges from 13 NES games. You got Loose Chance, Death Mountain Duel from Zelda, Power Grab, Morph Ball from Metroid, New Heights from Kirby. I think that's awesome. Also includes what's included. So let's go and open this up. I'll show you the first thing that's included is the game card itself, right? And you open it up. There is no manual, which is kind of a letdown. I kind of wish there was a manual. They've got rid of manuals, unfortunately, but it does have a really cool background. It shows different games that's included on the background. How we can see that. Of course, the game card itself for the Switch. And on the back, it shows you the different challenges as well. So it does come with a game card, of course. It also has these art cards. I think that's what they call them, art cards. Let me double check. Yeah, art cards. They're almost like postcards, and they're each of each game. So let me open this up and show you. So, for example, they're kind of like postcard size, right? You got Kirby Adventure on the back. Each one of these has an 8-bit character, so in this case it's Kirby. You got Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. First time I played this game was for Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo. It was included. It's Mario 2 in Japan. They didn't release it in the US for the NES because they felt it was going to be too hard for the US market. Later on, you can get ports for it. It is a hard game, much harder than the first one, but still a ton of fun. Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. Totally different Zelda game for sure. Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. All these are for the NES. Speaking of which, if you have the Super Mario Bros. 3 game physically, take a look at your label. The Bros here, there's a variant. This case, the Bros on the right. There's also a variant where the label, they're the Bros on the left. I have both versions. I think where the Bros on the left is a little bit more uncommon, but that's a variant that a lot of people don't know about. Balloon Fight, aka Joust, which plays a lot similar to Joust. Super fun. First time playing this game was on the PlayStation 10 back in the day in the arcade. Ice Climber. I haven't played that game in a while. Excite Bike. Every time I hear this game, I can just hear it, like the motor revving. Such a fun game. Super Mario Brothers 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, for the Super Famicom. Very unique Mario Brother game. I don't think there's one quite like it. Introduce us to Toad character, which is appreciated. He's one of my favorite characters in the Mario universe, if you want to call it that. Kid Icarus. Classic Donkey Kong, the original. He's upside down here because he's on his head. Metroid. Creating a whole new genre, Metroidvania. I mean, this is a classic game. And then Legend of Zelda, of course. Speaking of Gold Cart, awesome. And then Super Mario Brothers 1. The original, the one that really set the platformer genre, set the precedent for future platformers out there. So that's cool. The art cards are awesome touch. Also included in this is what they call a pin set. So I'll open this up. Has a kind of foam protecting. There's 5 pins. You got pins ranging from Mario Brothers to Zelda to Donkey Kong to Metroid to even the middle there, the Nintendo World Championships. High quality pins. I'll tell you, these are really cool. Gold. They kind of remind me of the pins you get like at Disneyland or Disney World or any like Universal, those places like that. High quality. I love that they made them gold. So that's an example of Nintendo World Championships, NES Edition 1. And they fit really nicely. They're kind of like a puzzle piece. They kind of fit really nicely in here. Kind of nice display case. So nice way to display it. I kind of wish they released kind of a variant of this, right? It'd be cool if like maybe 1 in 100 of these, they had some different pins. Where if you got those, it'd be like more limited edition. That'd be awesome. But they didn't do that in this case. But still, nonetheless, great collector's piece. And the last one I want to show you is they created an NES cart here. Not playable, unfortunately. So it has the NES dust cover sleeve, the Brandon one, classic, and the cartridge, right? Kind of reminds me of like the cart for classic Zelda, right? Has a nice label. On the back, there's no board, by the way. No board, doesn't play any games. On the back, you have some embossed images there as well. And Nintendo logo. You can different images from each game. So you have like the Excite Bike stand there. I thought it was a Tetris piece at first, but it's not. It's a stand for Excite Bike. You got like the turnip from Mario 2, the bow from Link, of course, the key and some other items here, the leaf from Mario 3, and etc. Right? So balloon from Balloon Fight. But how cool is that? I think that's a great piece. It has some good build to it, of course. It's got the right screws and all that good stuff. But unfortunately, no board. I'm sure someone will create one and sell it on Etsy or whatever. But very cool collector's item. So without any further ado, I'll turn this on. Let's take a closer look, and then I'm going to share my thoughts in the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, turn on World Championship NES Edition. You have one player mode. You also have party mode, which you can play up to 8 players locally. Kind of think of Mario Party, which is cool. I think that's a great feature. You can play up to 8 players. Connect 8 different controllers to it, which is sweet. Talks when you start it, single player, talks a little history about the Nintendo World Championships going the 80s and 90s. The first tournament is really the main focus. It's cool, gives a little backstory. And why they brought the championships to you. You have creative profile, choose a player icon. You can unlock icons. It looks like you can collect coins, things like that. You can unlock a ton of different icons later on. But each game has like about 4 icons you can choose from. I'll show you what's included. I'll go with Super Mario 3. Let's go with this one. It's pretty standard, pretty sweet. Okay, so a ton of different things you can unlock. And also choose a hype tag. I like that wrote my name on my games. I definitely did that. I admit I did that as a kid for my NES games. That was me. I'd also consider it NES generation. Had game packs, but no console. It's funny they call them game packs, not game cartridges or games. Choose your favorite NES Famicom game, and this is where they have a list of every NES game released, the license, of course, and you can choose all alphabetical. I'm not quite sure where this comes into play in terms of the game itself, but that's pretty cool. So we'll go to, I'll start with Super Mario 3 at the very top there, right there. Just like that. Activate online features. You have to be online to play online, of course. And it's pretty quick to connect once you are. We got speedrun mode, World Championship, survival mode. Go to speedrun mode, show you what that's about. These are little quick, short things. You can see there's quite a few of them. You have to unlock them. So we'll see Super Mushroom. How fast can you get the mushroom? It shows you the controls, and when you're hitting the buttons, it shows you which buttons you're hitting as well, which I think is very cool. I'm going to start the first one not very fast. Obviously, didn't do it. Rewind. So what's interesting is if you die or mess up, there is a rewind, which definitely adds time to it. You don't restart necessarily from the beginning. It's still counting the clock. But it's cool that it kind of rewinds for you. Nice, cool feature. That was 21 seconds, pretty slow. It gave me a C grading. Let's try again now. Has on my right as my previous run, and now my left screen is my new one. Oh, rewind. See, when I die, I keep getting hit. Okay, 13. That's my best. Now I got a B. I can do better than that, though, for sure. But that's all right. We'll move on to Zelda. Yeah, first to get the sword. Here we go. I know playing this with the Joy-Con, the analog sticks, it's definitely better to play with the buttons. The analog stick is not as responsive playing these games. There you go. Try one more time. Ooh, barely. Okay, Metroid's the next one. See how quick you can get the ball. Five seconds, A+. Okay. I think I can fall right on it. I think I can probably save some time if I can jump the timing right. There I did. Nice. Shaved off 3/4 of a second, which is sweet. Donkey Kong climbing the ladder. I like that it shows you the controls of what to do before it's very clear. So you definitely know what you needed to go do before you get into it. So S is Superstar, I guess. Maybe. Kid Icarus, defeat 4 enemies. I have not played this game in a while, but the music is so classic. Less than 10 seconds, got an A. Love that it grades you as well. Let's see how fast I can get the door here. It shows you an example as well what to do, which is nice. A+. Excite bike, go around the track. B and turbo. I don't think, I mean, you definitely go faster with turbo, but it doesn't feel like, there you go, 11 seconds. Doesn't feel much faster, to be honest. Ice climber, go to the second floor. Two seconds, nice. A+. I think there's probably faster, you can probably do it faster. Balloon fight, pop a balloon. This is a fun mode. Or after you get the super mushroom. There are no scan lines. I didn't see any options to do any scan lines, even though it is NES. And that's okay. Definitely not needed. I feel like I can do better than that. I think it's cool that you can compare your previous... There you go. It shows you your previous one. That's awesome. Defeat 3 enemies. This is one Zelda game I have not played too much of. Even as a kid, I didn't play much of it, to be honest. It's so different. I've heard great things about it. I just need to dive back in to play it. Love that you can unlock pins. Notice that. You get pins, which is really cool. You gotta get the poison mushroom in this case. There's a regular mushroom. It looks different than Mario 1. Notice that? Slightly, the mushrooms look different. Poison mushroom will kill you normally, but that was the goal in this one. I feel like I got an A, but I feel like I can do better. So I'm going to skip the super mushroom. Go directly to the poison mushroom. Got an A+. Shaved about a second off. Lastly, final is Kirby. Inhale an enemy. I got hit. There you go. 4 seconds. And A, I can do better. Uh, 4 seconds. I got saved a little bit more time. I feel like if I can run here, let's run, see what I can do here. Tap forward twice to run. There you go. 3 seconds. Got an S. Went from an A plus to an S. Nice. Go back. Current challenges. Shows you the current challenges, and I can unlock more. I go to World Championships. Survival mode. Our pin collection and settings. Let's check out settings. Change your hype tag, survival mode, birth year ranking, all that good stuff. World Championships. Let's check it out. Let's enter championships. Shows you kind of what to play, how to rank. Compete for the world rankings, and I'm not quite sure what you win. I don't think you win anything physical. I think it's more, pat on the back, good job. But let's check out now. Open this. I believe these change frequently, probably daily or weekly. How quick can I get the mushroom? Personal best is 6 seconds. I can do better than that. I got an A there. Let's exit. So the first mode was kind of more practice. This is where it kind of starts getting into the rankings where you start playing against people. So defeat 4 enemies. I got 2 and 1 there. 4 seconds, A plus. Nice. Anything under 4 seconds there, if I feel it would be an S. Got a new pin. Got go through old 1-1. This is different. Just don't worry about the enemies here. Just try to do my best here. Don't worry about any power-ups. Just don't get killed. I say that now, rewinds, I lose about a second. Notice that as well. If I were to fall down, I lose some seconds sometimes. Doesn't start you over. Notice that. That's nice. All right, 30 seconds. I still got an A, but I feel like I can do better than that. Let's try again. Got a new pin. So anytime you get like a really good like A or so, I believe you get a pin. That's what it looks like anyway. Let's try again. See if I can do this without dying. It's up by the jumps. There we go. So far so good. Good times here. .24 seconds. A plus plus. So not S, but A plus plus. Interesting. Okay, this is Metroid, kind of jumping these little platforms. This is tricky. Let's start. Shows you which direction you want to go as well. How many players are playing? 21,000. Over 21,000 players are playing this right now. So you go against a ton of different people all over the world. Oh, I missed my jump there. Ah. Yeah, it's pretty tall high up there. Oh, I missed my jump again. That's going to delay some time, unfortunately. There it is. Oh, I missed it. Dang it. There you go. 44 seconds. I got an A. Got a pin. Get the key. Mario 2. So this one, if I recall, you have to jump and get this character here on this little magic carpet, right? And, oh man. It's great. If you hit the ZL and ZP, you can quit. Other buttons, shoulder buttons, you can start over pretty quick. So that's kind of a nice feature. If you go down, if I recall, just go down here, get the key. There you go. Ah, got hit. A plus. Okay. Got a pin. Let's exit out this last mode I want to show you is my favorite mode. and by far the most fun and challenging because you're actually playing real time against other people. Let's exit out of this. Exit out of this real quick. Keep going back. It's the survival mode, and this is really fun. You play against 8 players, go into 4 players and top 2, and you've got to you get coins, and then coins you can use to unlock different characters and pins, all that good stuff before. So I'm in the green box highlighted there. It shows you where I'm at, 3rd from the top. That's how I do. I did this before, but now I'm playing in real time. Notice it also shows you the buttons that people are pushing to it in real time, which I think is a cool feature. I mentioned that before, but that's definitely different. Pretty competitive. And the audience is cool in the background. Oh, I dropped. I'm gonna lose some time there. Ouch. Some people are trying to get the enemies. I'm kind of skipping the enemies because I don't think it's really necessary. You're going to waste time doing that. As I watch other people play. They're worried about getting enemies. I'm not. Oh, I missed a jump. This is brutal here. I gotta just get the top 4 though, and this is not helping here. I got 2nd. Wow. Okay. Barely. By 10ths of a second. Alright, so 4 people move forward. This is to get the super mushroom. Let's see if I can do this. Gotta be a top 2 now. I've got my buttons held down already. I'm gonna skip the first box, get the coin. First, nice. Less than 5 seconds. Okay, so moving on, top 2. Here we go. Gotta defeat the 4 enemies. So I've been practicing, so I've done this before. So we're gonna do the other modes as well. Nice, got those 2. Got it, nice. I won, sweet. There's my trophy, pretty sweet. There's also other modes where it's more difficult. This is a silver division. There's a gold division, some more challenging as well. Other different games, a little harder challenges. So in conclusion, what do I think about the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition? I had a blast playing it, guys. It's a ton of fun. It reminds me of the NES Remix that came out years ago for the Nintendo Wii U and the 3DS, right? Those are short mini games for the NES. This is the same kind of thing, but more in a competitive format, which I'm a huge fan of. And I love the audience they added, the sound effects of the audience and the crowd watching you. And you kind of see real-time you against other players. Super fun. Big fan of this. And there's thousands of players who are playing it. I'm assuming each week they're going to update the games. They're going to update the matches. And kind of see how you rank among the world's best. I don't think there's going to be any prizes or anything like that, and that's fine. I like that they do have a party mode where you can play local as well for up to 8 players locally on your Switch, which is great. So that's a really fun thing to play when you get people over. So I love that Nintendo didn't get rid of that local, just online play or local. I love that Nintendo didn't get rid. I'm glad that Nintendo didn't get rid of the local play aspect of it as well. But if you want to play competitively online, obviously you have to be connected to the internet. Overall, this is definitely, if you have a Switch and you're a fan of the NES like I am, this is definitely something you should check out. I think it's reasonably priced as well for what you get with the physical. If I had a choice between the physical or digital, I'm going with the physical. You get a lot of cool looking things, of course, with the pin set and the cart, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this. I hope they eventually maybe add more games to it. Potentially, they could update it. And I'm just a fan of what Nintendo's doing here. Also, by the way, I did play this is the best way to play it, is using the NES control pad for the Switch. It plugs into your Switch to charge it, of course, but this is the most authentic way to play it with the NES control pad, right? And the D-pad works great. I did try playing it with a normal Switch Joy-Con, and to play it with analog, it's kind of weird, all that good stuff. Also, I did play this through capture device, and there was a millisecond delay, and I didn't notice that, so I captured it through another input, so I can actually, there was no lag. So be careful if you are capturing this, you're playing it. Notice that millisecond delay can affect the difference in your gameplay here. So you definitely want to make sure that your connection is good. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing as always. I'm curious what you guys think. Please leave a comment below. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, and of course, game on.